Hey everybody, as most of you know, today is Bill's Let's Talk, trying to raise awareness for mental health and wellness. And after a year like this, I'm sure things weigh heavily on a lot of people. And I wanted just to come out and lend my voice, whatever that may be, to it, and share my experiences with this. Um, as you can see, I'm doing this outside, and it's not without purpose. I could have done this inside the safety of my own four walls, without fear of anyone overhearing me. But I think if we're going to get rid of the stigma, then we have to have open and honest conversations. And so I'm choosing to do this outside, where people may or may not hear me as I go. Um, you know, I've suffered with my own form of mental health issues. And as I say that, it dawns on me even more clearly that it's not that I have dealt with and, well, now I'm all better. I continue to, but I work at it, and I work at it hard. I found ways to that help me, and I hope these maybe can help you as well if things are not going your way. You know, I suffer from, I guess, some form of anxiety, but it's more of a fear, and it's a fear of not being good enough, whether that's not being good enough at my job, the fear of not belonging, uh, and it weighs heavily on me, especially in my career, and it used to weigh really heavily on me during my days on the floor as a sommelier, thinking like, well, what if I'm not as good as X, Y, Z? And it took me to some dark places, but like I say, I found people that I could talk to about it, and what I realized is that you're really not in this alone, and that people will stop and they'll listen and they'll offer you support and guidance. And so if you're out there and you're struggling with something and you think you can't reach out to someone, or can't reach out to a group, you're wrong, because those groups, they want to help you, but not only do they want to help you, it actually helps them. And even now, when people reach out to me, I find it very therapeutic that I'm helping someone while at the same time helping myself. And it's really a full circle kind of effect. But for me, also, what's been helpful is getting outside. I joined a gym recently, and just the mental awareness of working out outside and inside when we were able to, but being around other people that were pushing ourselves, that really created almost like a separate chemical in my brain that for those times it got me out of whatever funk that I might be in. And so that's been super important to me, and I will continue doing that. Not only have I gotten myself into better physical shape, but I've also made, like, what I consider to be some good friends out of the gym, which has also helped that aspect. When I look at Canada, and I look around even North America, and we look at mental health, I mean, there still is a stigma. I think we've come a long way, but if you were having a heart attack, you'd probably go to the doctor, and if you're having eye issues, you'd go to the optometrist. But for some reason, when we're having some mental issues, we don't want to talk about going to see someone about that. And in fact, look at, in some workplaces, not in all for sure, but in some workplaces, if you were to say to someone, you know what, I'm taking off early, I've got to go to the eye doctor, no one would bat an eyelash. But if you were to say, you know what, I've got to go out early because, I'm not in the right headspace and I've got to go see someone and to go talk to someone, you would probably end up getting some crazy eyes. And I shouldn't use that word, but people will look at it much differently. And that's not okay. We need to get past that. We need to respect that people have other issues, and that they require the same care and attention as a heart attack would, as a broken bone would, as an eye doctor would. And only then can we really get through it. And the other thing I want to talk about is just friends. Look, have yourself a great set of friends. I am so fortunate. I have two great friends. I have many great friends, but two great friends that help me immensely, and I hope that I help them. One is currently in Switzerland, and one is in Ottawa. We see each other as much as we should? No. Do we talk to each other as much as we should? No. But one thing's for sure, and it's already happened throughout this year. If any one of us needs anything, we know that we can pick up the phone. Doesn't matter what time it is in Switzerland or in Ottawa, and vice versa. We can each call each other, and we'll be there to listen. And hopefully that, if you're going through something, you have that friend that you can call on. Because if you have friends that are just telling you, you know what, shake it off, tomorrow will be a better day, you need to surgically remove those people, because it's not going to go away. It will manifest itself over the next day and the next day. So you need to surround yourself with positivity as much as you can. And that's really what I've tried to do, is have those people that I can rely on, that I know have my back, and that I can call at any time, and that they know that they can call me at any time. And I would just say that if you are going through something, and you know me, and even if you don't know me, and you feel like you ever need to talk, you can reach out. I won't have to say anything. I'll just listen. Just listen, and sometimes that's the best thing that you can do. I'm not a doctor, so it's not medical advice. I'm just saying, for me, that's what helps. And if that can help you, then I'd be glad to do that. And while I said that, I think we've come a long way, and I think that we have, and I think we have a long way to go, the other area that I think we really need to look at is our youth. I look at kids today that suffer with anxiety or depression, or maybe a form of OCD, and you already hear it in the playground. Oh, that kid is weird, or that kid is crazy. That talk comes from somewhere, right? Kids don't just come up with those words on their own. They hear it from somewhere, and while we're doing a better job as adults talking to each other about it, I think we need to do a better job talking to our kids about it, that it's not right to ostracize the kids that are different, or maybe going through something that is different. By doing that, you're just forcing them further into a dark hole, versus embracing them and accepting them for their differences and trying to support and nurture them. Because only then, if we're talking about this along all generations, as everyone is growing and getting better and stronger, we're all talking the same language, and we're all trying to help at the same time. So I would urge that we also look at our youth, and we have the conversations with them too, because their mental health is suffering in certain cases, but just that bullying mentality of picking on people that are different and driving them further into that dark hole is scary to me. So that's just my 2 cents. I mean, again, it's for whatever voice I have, I wanted to, just to share that it's okay to not be okay, and that if you are suffering, you're not alone. There's other people out there. Find them, talk to them. They'll welcome you. I'll welcome you. And one day at a time, and do what's best for you. Find the thing that makes you tick, that makes you feel better for a minute, and just know that tomorrow can be a better day. I know that I used to dwell on, well, what's tomorrow going to be? What are they going to think tomorrow and the next day? And I've just cut that out, and it's day by day, and I feel so much better, and I'm doing the right things to look out for my mental health, and I hope that you're looking out for your mental health. So that's really all I have to say. It's Bell Let's Talk, and hopefully we can continue this conversation, not just for one day, but that we continue it on for as long as we need to. So take care of each other, and take care of your mental health, and tomorrow will be a better day. If today is not being a good day, get outside, find that happy moment for you, and let's work towards a better tomorrow. Thanks everyone, and we'll talk again soon.